In Urbana, Wayne Shaw sits at his kitchen table. He uses an iPad to color a B-17 World War II air bomber. And when he's done, the plane will be one of thousands of paintings this former Marine Corps pilot will have created in his lifetime.
It was my one true natural talent.
Wayne fell in love with watercolor while studying architecture at the University of Illinois. In the early 60s, it was an important skill for a budding architect to know, but Wayne had other dreams.
Class lived next door to us, he and his wife, and they lived there for quite a few years. And he would play catch with me, and he would tell me about flying.
Growing up, two men would ultimately influence the direction of Wayne's life. Their names were Class and Amundsen, family friends who shared stories about their lives as pilots in the Second World War.
They were definitely my heroes. That whole era, by the way, was extremely patriotic. It was a very good period of time, and I was raised then, which kind of put a patriotic bent into me, which was another impactor on me wanting to become a Marine pilot.
Wayne did become an architect, but the first thing he did after graduation was join the United States Marine Corps. In Vietnam, Wayne remembers being one of the first to fly a CH-46A helicopter.
It's cool to get to fly, be the first squadron to fly that big helicopter. It was so powerful.
During training, people around Wayne began to notice his artistic talent. Flight instructors commissioned pictures of their planes, and before long, Marine Corps pilot wasn't Wayne's only title.
Actually, when I first got to Vietnam, they learned that I had been doing paintings, and they contacted me over there and asked me if I would become a combat artist. It's kind of cool in a way to illustrate what we had seen. Now, we had been shot at and all that stuff, which is freaky. We had a mission where one of our helicopters landed in a rice paddy that was filled with water, landed to pick up a wounded Marine. Crew chief ran out, grabbed the wounded guy, and drug him back through the machine gun fire.
In a series of 12 paintings, Wayne illustrates various missions, bringing real memories to life. But these moments aren't just about the combat. They're also about the scenery.
Back in that day, TV was black and white back then. Life magazine was black and white. Time was black. Everything was black and white. So when I went to Vietnam, I had not seen Vietnam other than black and white. And in my little artsy head, I think it's going to be a kind of a dingy place. When we got there and started flying, and you see on the right side the South China Sea, which was a very beautiful blue-green color, and then inland were the rice paddies, and then the mountains, which were covered with forests. And they were beautiful. So from the air, I was like, gee.
Until recently, the Smithsonian displayed Wayne's 12 combat paintings. Today, they hang in the National Museum of the Marine Corps in Virginia. But if you ask Wayne what he's most proud of, what he has to say has little to do with his accomplishments. It's what he's been able to share with his grandchildren.
I would say what I'm most proud of is sitting with Jaden and teaching him how to paint. Doing it is very therapeutic, so I would hope they would get the benefit of that kind of stuff.